Good evening and welcome to this week's episode of Eat, Crit and Survive Plays a Board Game, where a couple of guys gather in different locations to play a board game. We're back to our roots. We're playing a game that we have not played before, and we are playing it on Tabletopia, so that's going to be a new and unusual experience. We've been playing, we played on Board Game Arena a couple of weeks ago. Last week, in fact, we played a couple of games on that one. Dom and I played Tapestry. By the way, I'm Luke. Hi, if this is your first time joining us. That's Dom, over there. There he is.
Hello.
We played Tapestry last week. That was an interesting experience. That was fun playing that on Board Game Arena.
Yeah, I would like to play that again at some point.
Yeah, so I've played a few games with people in a streamer's Discord community. Because you can play asynchronous turns on Board Game Arena, so you can just set up a game, take a turn, put it down, wander off, come back and do it again, which is quite an interesting way of doing things. But it means I've been able to try out a few different characters. I got very lucky with the one that I had last time, because that was very much a luck-focused strategy. They just sort of rolled out and just was quite happily going along based on the die rolls. And then... what else do we have? We had,
DM die powers even translates to
a D12 that has absolutely nothing to do with anything else. But yeah, there's a whole host of different characters in there that you can try and play as, and it's quite interesting to give them a go. So yeah, we'd absolutely have to give that another go. I may pick up a physical copy of it. I enjoyed it that much. It is an expensive game, but it is one that I think if I get it to the table, it's one that I will try and play at least a few times.
Yes,
because it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of variety in there. And then before that, we played Tokaido and what was the other one that we played? We played a quick game of something, didn't we? After Tokaido, we played so many games we never remember what it is. Carcassonne. We did a game of Carcassonne, didn't we?
Oh yeah.
Also on Board Game Arena, and then last time we met on Wednesday, we played a game with our partners, Sovereignty. Thanks, Laura. Sapphire 9218 has just come through. Carcassonne! Just reminding us what we did. Hi, Laura. We played Carcassonne, and then we played Forbidden Desert and Sushi Go Party on Wednesday on Sovereignty, who are our partners. I'm just going to put that link into chat. Because if you go onto Sovereignty, you can enter the code EATCRIT and you can get a 60-day platinum account, which lets you play all of the games, which includes one that I really want to try at some point, which is Dice Miner. That's a really cool, interesting game to see. I've seen it being played on a couple of different streams and it looks really interesting, so something we'll have to get to the table at some point. But for those of you who are new to us, that's just some of our adventures that we have been up to. And speaking of adventures, we are going to be restarting our D&D campaign on the 18th of March, which we're all quite excited about. So that's going to be a lot of fun. We're going back to level 1. We've got our session 0 next week.
I thought you were about to just bring a surprise on us there. Level 0.
Level 0. You have to prove. We're going to have like a 3-week arc where you have to actually earn the skills to be the class that you are.
Adventure for preschool.
Exactly. That'd be fun. I'm just going to move this camera ever so slightly to the right because I keep leaning and looks like I'm just falling off shot. Yes, we've got that coming up. Sapphire chops down all the trees. Yeah, Laura is going to be playing a lumberjack, kind of. So that's going to be interesting. Big carpenter chops down all the trees using that axe, which has also got a hammerhead. That's fun. So yeah, join us for that. If you want to see our previous D&D adventures, you can go onto YouTube and you can see the latter, I'd say 2/3 of the last campaign. You can go onto there and follow it, but you can also have a look at our board game histories. Yes, I have a shark attached to it, Laura says. But yeah, you can go and check out our board games also on YouTube and on Twitch here. Go and give the YouTube account a follow. Give us a follow here on Twitch if you do not do so already. Just say hi. Come and join us in chat as we play the games. We've got options for channel points for you to pick some of the games we play in the future. So if you want to see Dom and I go head to head in something a little heavier, usually Dom and I are the ones that play the heavier games, just the two of us. It just happens to work out that way. It's not for any lack of trying for anyone else. We just tend to go for the heavier games, don't we?
Yeah. And sort of when you've got more players, the heavier games take a bit longer. So it tends to fit in our time slots a bit better.
Yeah, I tell you what did work as a heavy game with a lot of players. Was Architects of the West Kingdom. That was surprising how well that went with 5. I thought that'd get really bogged down.
I think maybe it wasn't quite as heavy as it looked.
No, Paladins of the West Kingdom certainly was. When you, Ross, and I played that one, that was fun as well. I quite enjoyed that.
Yeah. That's the trouble with doing these. We play so many good games. I keep wanting to go back and play more, but then there's new good games to play.
There's a lot of good games. Tabletopia, Board Game Arena, and Sovereignty have got so many games on them at the moment. We haven't even looked at Tabletop Simulator, and to be honest, I'm not really that fussed about going onto there because I don't like the interface as much. I like how Tabletopia is very much a physics engine that you can just pick up and move things. That feels to me the most like a board game, whereas Board Game Arena and Sovereignty are more engine driven, so they do all the calculations and stuff for you. So yeah, for me personally, I just prefer playing on Tabletopia just because it makes it just for the actual feeling of playing a board game. But Sovereignty does have a very good engine that they've set up for it, which I really enjoyed as well the first time we played it. So we'll be definitely doing more with Sovereignty as the future rolls out. But we were talking about games that we played in the past. Let's talk about the game we are playing tonight. Tonight we are playing Explorers, and I've got on the stream, which is definitely not right. I've got on there Explorers of the West Kingdom, and that's not the case. It is Explorers of the North Seas. Now, the reason why I keep screwing this up is because they are both trilogies that were done by Smash 2 Seas two games together, Sapphire. That is absolutely true. They are both games by Shem Phillips and games as part of the trilogies within the same sort of universe, same sort of time frame. So I'm just going to transition across, and that should correct things. There we go. And done by Garphill Games, and we really like those series. And Tabletopia is wandering around drunk, which is one of our favourite things about it. Is it just wanders about. Now, this is a game that I've not played before, but Dom, you actually have this. So you are going to take us through this game. And how it plays, and then we're going to give it a go and see if things work out. So, talk nerdy to me.
Okay.
I'm just going to lean back and sip my beverage here so you talk nerdy to me.
I'm feeling very uncomfortable right now. But...
Sorry, go on. How do you play Explorers of the North Seas?
Yes. So in this game, it's the latter years of the Viking Age, and we are ambitious sea captains seeking out new lands to settle and control. So we're going to be sailing around with our crew on our ships.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be finding new islands, capturing livestock, constructing outposts, raiding settlements, fighting other ships, all that fun stuff.
Lovely.
So, first thing you want to be doing is drawing 3 of these hex tiles into your hand.
Okay.
In your starting hand.
Let's see. Is there a deal option or is it just a draw? No. So I'm going to hit.
There's a draw up to 3 option, which is very nice.
That's nice. Draw up to 3. There we go. I have 3 in my hand.
Yeah, because that's what we start with. And we're also going to be getting 2 of these captain cards.
I'll tell you.
Face to face.
Yes. Now, just for the sake of getting these randomly, so that no one can accuse of doing anything. Now, Tabletopia, when we entered the game, had it set up for 4 players. So I'm just going to roll a d8, and those are going to be the numbers that we are going to use. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yep, and each of us is going to get 2, and then pick the one we like the look of.
Yep, so the first roll I got a 5, so I'm going to take this one over to my side. For you, I got a 3. And then I'm just going to switch to a D6 because that makes life a lot easier. I got a 5 again, so that is this person. And for you, a 2.
Okay.
Alright, so for the sake...
We'll look at those.
Look at those in a minute. I'm just going to get rid of those.
Yeah. We'll look at those in a minute, because the only effect your character has is one extra way of scoring points, which will all happens at the end of the game.
Yep.
So I'd better explain to you the other ways of scoring points, just to help you out. So you
Please do.
Okay, so on your turn, you're going to start off by playing one of the hex tiles from your hand onto the board, connecting it up so it matches with what's there already.
So I'm going to take one from the deck just as an example.
Yeah. So land has to go to land, water has to go to water.
So Carcassonne rules, effectively.
Yeah.
So like
So yeah, that would
there.
be a legal placement there. And you'll notice on this tile there are some pink pigs.
Those are adorable pigs. Why have they got
animal.
Why have they got rabbit ears?
I don't know, but apparently they do. So this is one of the many things that may appear on these tiles.
Mm-hmm.
So there may be animals on there. If there's a group of animals, you take one animal of the relevant type from our stash down below the board, and you pop it on that hex. And that's now available to go and collect. And you may wonder how you can go and collect it.
Oops. I was only meant to flip over the pigs so we can see it a little better. There you go.
Yeah, well, it's quite nice because they are all colour coded.
That's true, it does make it a little easier.
Got pink pigs, grey goats, black cattle, orange chickens, white sheep, and grey horses.
Yeah, two different greys, that's... Oh well, at least not colourblind, that makes life...
And the goats and horses are different shapes as well.
That's true. I'm just going to pop Mr. Pig back over where we started.
Yes. So yeah, you're going to play your tile from hand, and then you're going to have 4 actions you can do in your turn.
Mm-hmm.
You have several options for these actions, and you can repeat the same one more than once. Okay?
Yep.
So, you can load or unload any number of Vikings, either to or from your ship to a land tile. Each ship can carry up to 3 entities, whether they be Vikings or animals. So if you wanted to get a pig on your ship, it takes a slot that you then can't fill with a Viking.
Understandable.
You can move your long ship, which is very simple. You move it to an adjacent hex.
Through water, obviously can't.
Yes.
It can't traverse lands, and yeah.
Yeah. Once you have unloaded your Vikings and you have them on land, another option for your action is to move 1 or 2 Vikings from one land tile to an adjacent land tile.
Like so.
Yeah. So that's not going to be relevant to start with, but as we discover more islands and they get bigger, it may turn out to be smarter to land your Vikings and walk them across rather than sail all the way around.
How people in chat, if anyone's paying attention, how are people finding these green meeples? I can change to blue or yellow if that makes life a little easier for people. Because I can see them okay, but I am also in command of things. So if I need to change, let me know. I can swap those out easily enough. Sorry, carry on.
That's okay. You can move livestock. So if you're moving your Vikings on land, you can take a livestock with you. So you can move 2 Vikings and an accompanying animal if you wish.
Mm-hmm. You can also, I believe, just push the animal on there as long as there's a Viking to receive them on the ship. Is that right?
It's sort of the other way around, actually.
Oh.
So when you're loading a ship, you need to have a Viking on the land with the animal. So you can either move the Viking along with the animal onto the ship, or your Viking can just stand on the shore and hurl the animal onto the ship, we presume.
Gotcha. So you don't have to have a Viking on the ship, so you can have the ship just sort of wandering around, but you can just push the animals onto the boat as action.
That's it. And likewise, to actually get the animals score worthy, you have to get them back to our starting bits. But you don't have to have anyone there to receive it. You can just have your Viking throw the animal off the ship.
as they surely would have done in the good old days. Bring this guy back.
I'll put the pig back where it goes.
Thank you.
Yes. And the other thing you can do, I mentioned about moving around islands as they get bigger. At the end of the game, there's going to be extra points for controlling completed islands, so ones that have been where there's sea all the way around them and no missing bits.
I'm just trying to see if I can get a good example of that. Probably not with these tiles.
No. You will get there sooner or later.
There we go. Yeah, more or less. This isn't a legal. No, and that's not a legal play anyway. Here we go.
Yeah.
Let's just assume that they are all. That is completely cut. Actually.
Yeah. So.
There you go. I'll put these away.
Put that back where it was actually, because that's going to be handy to demonstrate. So your final action, which actually takes 2 of your actions to do. You see where there's a junction of 3 hexes that's on land.
I do indeed.
You can construct an outpost there, provided you have at least 2 of your Vikings anywhere in the surrounding 3 hexes. So these outposts score you points when you build them, and at the end of the game, they are worth influence points on the islands, which helps decide who controls them. And whoever has the most influence on an island scores points for how many tiles that island occupies.
So, like cities in Carcassonne, effectively.
Similar, yeah. Yeah, okay. Pretty much.
Cool. I think I am going to change these out from being green. I'm going to make them yellow because I think they're a little bit difficult to see.
Okay.
So this is going to take a moment whilst I just get everything out of the bag. Please do carry on explaining just whilst I do this.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep the yellow ship, the green ship though, because that's how they get.
Okay. So yeah, there's lots of things you can do for scoring points. You score points for the livestock you deliver back to the starting island, and what you want is different kinds of livestock. So your first animal, say a pig, is only worth 1 point, but then your second kind of animal, say a goat, is worth 2 points, then your third kind is worth 3 points, so it builds up and you score more points the more different varieties you have. Similarly with outposts, your first one is worth 2 points, then your second one's worth 3, then 4, and so on. One of the things that can pop up on the sea tiles, or in the sea next to an island, are enemy ships.
Like so.
Well, that's very good drawing.
I knew that tile was there, so that's why I didn't bother shuffling them after I put things back.
Yeah. To move onto this space, so when it appears, you're going to put one of these tokens on it. And to move onto that space, you have to have at least 2 Vikings on your own ship, because when you get there, a battle automatically takes place.
Yep.
You will always win, but sometimes it will cost you a Viking.
Yes, there will be.
One will die and go to Valhalla.
Yep, as Asher tried to do in the last campaign.
Yes. You score victory points for 1 victory point per ship you kill. And then dead Vikings, it's the square of the number.
Yeah, it increases exponentially. So it depends on what's on the other side of that ship token, which we won't reveal for the moment, because...
Well, we could...
We could do, because it's going to go back to back, isn't it? So that one's just worth a victory point. Yeah. Whereas this one is worth a victory point and a dead Viking. I did not know that I was going to do that, so that was just really handy. Alright, that is... Oh yes, settlements is the other thing, isn't it? Settlements is the other thing, isn't it? Like this! Nope. That would have been really convenient. It's goats. Still goats. Carry on.
Okay. Well, when a settlement does eventually get revealed, like so, we take a settlement tile out of the bag and pop it on there. Whatever the number is, that's how many Vikings you need to move onto the space to be able to basically sack that settlement and destroy it. You then get that token, and it's worth that many points at the end of the game.
Nice. That's pretty much everything, isn't it?
I think so. So, we'll put everything...
Wait. I'll let you do that whilst I sort out my yellow Vikings on a green ship. They're not subtle, my Vikings. They like to be recognised. I mean, the Vikings weren't exactly subtle in the best of times. Or as we should properly call them the Norse. Viking was just an occupation.
Well, I guess we are going Viking.
We are going a Viking. We are going a Viking.
So, and the actual manual calls them Vikings. So
that's fair.
Vikings.
That's fair. All right. So we need to decide two things. We need to decide who the first player is going to be, and we need to decide who our ship captains are. Usual initiative check. D20. I got an 8.
I don't have a D20 handy. Oh no, I do. Ah, there you go. I had a tidy up, and I thought I'd cleared them away.
Oh, terrible.
Oh, damn it. Nearly landed on a 14, but then rolled to a 4. So I'm...
Okay, so you get...
First, which means I get the Winter Wolf token.
The Winter Wolf token doesn't do any benefit. It just means that we have an equal amount of turns. We know who the last player should be.
Yes.
Because it does... Apparently it does say in the rules that sometimes people forget to lay a tile down, so we don't punish them, but it just means that people might end up with tiles. And the game ends when everyone has played all their tiles. Is that right?
Yeah, so when the last player plays their last tile, they finish that turn, and that's the end of the game.
Alright, so I'm going to have a look at my two captains over here. Dom's going to have a look at...
I'm just going to set mine as well.
Let's see what I've got. That's a useful power. What's this guy do?
So I have a choice between Watchman, who gains me additional victory points for each outpost I construct.
Ooh, okay.
Or the Huntsman, who gives you 2 victory points for each matching pair of livestock you deliver. Now,
we can see...
I've played this game before.
Yeah, sorry, go on. No, go on.
I was just going to say, I've played this game before, and I don't particularly like the Huntsman, because you're trying to get different kinds of livestock to score.
Yeah.
So trying to get pairs kind of works against that, so I'm going to go with the Watchman and build myself some outposts.
Nice. So we can see the different scoring is available, and the actions you can take are written on the character cards. So deliver livestock is worth 1, 3, 6, 10, 4 and 21 for the different, effectively, columns of the same animal. Oh, sorry, different animals as you go across, each group of animals. I have got the Scout, who scores a victory point for each complete island I do not control, where I have one or more Vikings present. And the Cartographer, if I control more than one island, score your second largest island twice. I would say the Cartographer is probably the strongest of those two.
Yeah, especially in a two-player game.
Yeah.
In a Scouts, you're more likely to end up with islands you don't control.
Yeah, exactly. So let's go with Cartographer. Alright. So,
Okay.
do you want to get rid of your...
Going...
You want to get rid of your Huntsman?
Yes.
I'll chuck it in your bag for you. Alrighty.
So you are going first.
Alright, so let's have a look at what creatures...
Select the tile from your hand you want to play.
Yep. So, I will go... I'm going to go here. Can I rotate this? Yes, I can. Let's do it like that.
Yeah. So that has a sheep on it.
It does indeed have sheep on it. So Sheepy is going to come here. So I'm going to use my... I have 4 actions, so I'm going to use my first action to move my ship. 1.
Yep.
Move my ship 2. Put my long ship this way. 3 to get... Whoops. It snapped onto the person, which is weird. And then 4, I'm going to load the sheep back onto my ship.
Yep.
So that... Sorry, go on.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say that now that the sheep is stored on my boat, it cannot be taken from me. When the sheep are moving around the islands, then they can be... They're free for anyone to move about. So Dom could have come across and pushed the sheep over here, or pushed it onto his own ship. Now that I've done that, that sheep is now mine, effectively, unless I take it off for said reason.
Yeah. And then predictably enough, at the end of your turn, you draw an additional tile.
What is this insanity? Okay, cool.
Okay.
It is your turn, sir.
It is. Wow. Seems like I quite like the sound of getting
some sheep. E and Q on your keyboard to rotate things.
Yeah. There we go. So yeah,
oh, hold on. Sorry, I'm just going to do a quick rotation on it because on mine it shows that there's water connecting land. I assume. How have you connected like that?
No, it's showing on mine. There's water connecting land.
Oh, that's weird.
Hang on, I'll put it back in my hand.
Yes, put it back in your hand and it might if it resets it. Yes. Digital board game media.
How does that look to you?
No, it gets stuck. Try rotating it the other way, see what happens. I have no idea. No, it's just frozen. Oh, yeah. There we go.
Okay. I can only rotate counterclockwise.
Weird. Okay. Sure, that's a thing we have to worry about.
So yeah, action 1 gonna go there, action 2 to there, action 3, send a Viking off,
oops,
and action 4, throw the sheep onto the ship.
Oh, so unoriginal. Alright, my turn.
My one fell over, not yours. Yours didn't.
That's
so
true.
I'm being very original.
Okay, I'm going to go with this tile, which I can't play there, but I might be able to place it. Nope. I can do that. Where does this one fit better?
So you draw a tile out of someone's bag.
So hold on. Actually, I'm just considering if I've got a better. No, it's the same. It does the same thing. So get one out of the bag. See what it is. It's a 5.
Oh, that's a tough one to beat.
It's a tough one to beat, tough one to score, because it means effectively I have to move many Vikings across. So I'm going to go 1, 2, action 3, unload the sheep. Sheep now comes across and sits on my board. And then action 4, 2 Vikings are going to load onto my ship.
Yep.
Alright, that is my turn.
Have you drawn a tile?
Oh, no, I have not. Thank you. Where's that gone? No, it's there for some reason. It's landed on all the horses. Cool.
Okay.
Alright.
My turn. think I'm going to continue with my animals. So I'm going to pop that down, which has some pigs on it.
Piggies?
Action 1, move my ship to there. Action 2, pop with my Viking. Action 3,
Load Viking and piggies.
along with pig. And action 4, start sailing back home.
Now, canonically, in the story of this, we are from the same tribe. We're just trying to prove our worth to the Jarl, presumably, aren't we?
Yeah. So our ships can move freely past each other. There's no fighting each other or fighting when our people meet on land. We're just sort of trying to get to things first and take them for ourselves. And that's how we're competing.
So I'm going to place this tile over here, which is another settlement.
Ooh, another settlement.
Which is a 3.
That's a bit easier to crack.
Considerably easier. So I'm going to take my ship and go 1 there. Then I'm going to take the 2 Vikings that are on it off. 2. Then 3, come back. 4, load my other Vikings to the ship.
Okay. Luke is going on the warpath.
I may as well.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yes. Now, I'm sure you probably already figured this out. Your ship does have to have at least 1 Viking on it to move.
Correct.
You cannot just have it being sailed by either by itself or with an animal.
What? Yeah, what do you mean the Vikings haven't got sailing chickens? Man, this game is so unrealistic.
We all learned about the deadly Viking attack chickens in school, didn't we?
We did. It was my favourite thing. One of the other things actually that's probably worth mentioning just for people at home is that you can build the hexes to come around the island like this, but they just can't connect to the mainland. So you can't lay a tile down so that it sits... Oops, keep those in my hands. So that it sits adjacent to the land here. Oh, hang on. For some reason that was one of my tiles on my hand. Disappeared. Weird. So, worth knowing. Because that is effectively the mainland. So we'll call that Scandinavia or something like that. As we enter this archipelago that we are in. That's a good... I love the word archipelago. I think it's such a good word.
It is a good word, yeah. Okay, I'm going to do a bit more island building. Not that I haven't much choice because it's compulsory to do the first section. Where do I want to put this?
You effectively have 5 actions, don't you? You have one which is a tile placement, and then you have a worker movement, I guess, for a lack of a better term.
So there we go. Now
Settlements.
down, and we'll see how tough this one is. Only a 3.
3. Now, I could be a complete pain in the backside and just sail my Vikings up there and just steal it.
Yeah, you could do.
I could. 1, 2, 3.
It's entirely up to you.
Yeah. Well, it'd take me a couple of turns to do it, and it'd be not really worth it, to be honest. When I can get...
Action 1.
Yep.
So we'll go to there. Action 2, land the animals. Action 3, get 2 more Vikings on board. And action 4, start sailing off again.
Head north. Alright. I am going to place this... Oh no, I can't place that tile.
Yeah, but you can't always put the tiles where you want to.
Yeah. Tricksy game. Nope. But it can go like that and close. Whoops. Now that is the problem with playing digitally, is that sometimes they will snap to each other, which is not what you want them to do. Okay. I'll scrap that one for now. What I might do instead... No, can't place that either. Can I place that? No. Bother. Where's it gone? I got it. Alright, let's go with this one then. Another settlement, which is a 4. Now, some would say that this is probably not a wise strategy. I would not necessarily agree or disagree because I have no idea. So, 1, 2, 3 with my Vikings, and then 4 to unload 2 of them.
You could unload all of them, and then you would automatically...
Oh, it unloads all of them? I thought you could only unload 2 of them.
No, it's moving on land, you can only move 2 at a time.
Right, understood. Okay, so I score... I basically now have gained myself 3 points in the end, which is always nice.
Yeah, but we'll do all the scoring at the end of the game.
Yeah, exactly. It is your turn, sir, as I draw back up to 3. And there are only 35 more tiles left in this deck, so between the two of us, we're probably going to get through this pretty quickly. We get about, what, 20 turns each? 25-ish? So between 20 and 25.
Okay. No. Let's do seems like a good plan. Okay, let's pop that tile down there.
Mm-hmm.
More peas.
Suey, suey.
Okay, action 1, sail. Action 2, sail. Action 3, sail. Action 4, everybody off the ship.
Mm-hmm.
And raid the settlement. Aha!
A raid! Alright, my turn?
I'll just have to draw my tile.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, your turn.
Alright, I'm going to place up here. I get to play some goats. Put some goats up there. Now, I'm going to move this one up here. Then action 2 is move 2 Vikings up here. Action 3, I'm going to move 2 more up there to get into place. So that gets me my 4. My Viking falls over drunk, and I take the tile with me, apparently.
Please don't take the tile with you.
No,
You haven't conquered it that thoroughly.
Oh, but I want to build this somewhere else. And then I will move these 2 up to here. There you go, again. Alright, that ends my turn, and I get a new tile. Interesting, okay.
My turn. Ooh, that tile isn't going to fit there. How annoying. I need to change what I was... Ah, no, that would work. Chicken Island.
Nice.
Okay, so I'm going to reload up just the one Viking as my first action.
Yep.
Action 2, action 3, action 4, hop off. Get ready to
Steal chickens.
attack the chickens.
Vicious, vindictive chickens.
Oops. Trying to make the man stand up and I flip the...
If you rotate them weirdly, it makes them stand up. No, if they've fallen over normally. There we go.
There we go.
Alright.
Strange. What tile do I get? Okay.
Alrighty. I am going to create a new island. Actually, having done that, it's probably not best to go there. I'm going to put it there instead.
Okay.
So we get a new
enemy ship token.
enemy ship goes on there. Nice. I am going to use one action to move these two up. Use another action to move these two down. Then I'm going to use my last two actions to build a settlement.
Okay, yeah.
And that
So
ends. Now I have much influence over this place.
Yeah. So if the silent finishes, you're looking good to control it.
Yeah.
And now you've built your outpost at that junction of those 3 hexes.
Mm-hmm.
None of those hexes can be connected to another outpost.
Correct. So if there were to be another situation, you could build an outpost on the junction here, but you couldn't do it up here.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah. The problem I now have is finding a tile that will fit and close off this place, or possibly just connect it up here. I don't know. Interesting. Oh, this is a fiendish puzzle.
So, my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's an interesting thought. Yeah, let's do that. It probably means this island may not get completed, but it just looks so gosh darn nice.
Oh, that's satisfying. Oh no, you
Yeah.
can't. You can't.
Oh no, I can't. Darn it. Fine. Let's put it down.
Keep leaning off that shot.
Yeah, that'll do. That's legal. Settlement.
Nice.
I need 3 to go and get it, but I've only got 2 on the island.
I mean, if you had been able to connect it up, you would have been able to just push the chicken off quite happily.
Yeah, I could have gone raiding and taken the chicken with me.
Mm.
Instead, first action, gonna reboard the ship with Viking and chicken.
Mhm.
Second, sail across. Third, hop off again. And fourth, get back on now with a chicken
Nice.
and a pig.
Okay.
If I can get my Viking to stand up again.
Go home, Viking. You're drunk. Let's go to the point. All right, I have dropped a tile in.
And what? My turn.
All right, I am going to place this tile up here. Now, I'm assuming that's a cattle, isn't it?
Yes, if you zoom in, you can see a pink udder underneath it.
Ah, nice. So that is one of the 3 cattles up here.
Yes, the rare and valuable cattle.
Mm. Useful to have. Okay, so action 1, I'm going to move a Viking down here, which takes control of this settlement. I sack it, and it is now mine. A mini settlement points.
You're doing very well at that.
Yep. Then I'm going to move this guy up here, action 2. Then action 3, action 4 onto the ship.
And draw your tile at end of turn.
I do draw a tile at the end of turn. Oh, yes. Okay, that's good. That is very good. Right, your turn, Don.
Yes. Okay. Let's pop this tile down, which has an enemy ship on it. So I currently can't sail around that side of the island because I don't have 2 Vikings on my ship.
Have you rotated it in yours, but it just hasn't updated on my side?
Yeah. Do you want me to redo it?
Yes, please. Just because it currently look. There we go. Oh, it's now fixed it. No, it's fine. It's moved into what was supposedly the right place. There we go. I don't know what it is. I think it's just it's digital medium, folks. It will happen.
Maybe you're lagging slightly or something.
Possibly. I'm not sure.
Anyway, action 1, sail the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Action 2, sail the ship. Action 3, sail the ship. Action 4,
Yeet
disembark
animals.
the livestock. Yes.
Okay.
Ironically, having rejected the guy that would get me bonus points for having a pair of animals, I now have a pair of pigs. Hey ho.
It happens. Alright, I am going to place this tile up here, which is a settlement for some more goats. Boop. Alright, then I'm going to go 1, 2, action 3, load up the goats onto the ship. Action 4, farm. Yes, it's going to take 3 actions either way to maneuver that around, so I might as well just move it up there. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm done.
Okay.
It looks like there's a lot to this game. There isn't. Well, no, sorry, I'll rephrase that. There is a fair bit going on, but it's not that complicated once you get going.
Oh, I've realised I forgot to play my tile at the start of turn. Let's do that before I start moving my people around.
There you go.
Especially as it's going to be relevant for my turn.
Ooh, nice.
So another enemy ship.
Yep. Let me guess. You're going to go raiding and destroying.
So action 1 gets 2 Vikings on my ship.
Mm-hmm.
Action 2 goes sailing off, and I can get there with just 1 action. Because if you notice, this
Yes, it's all connected there.
It's all one. Yep. So action 2 to go there.
Yep.
What happens in this battle?
A point.
No Vikings die. I just get a point.
Good. Let me guess. You're going to do it again.
Action 3. Yep. Move over here.
May a Viking die. Nope.
Nope. And then action 4, I'm going to disembark 1 Viking.
Okay. Alright, my turn?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to play this, which does not introduce the handy realm of chickens, because it cannot build that one, so nope, don't want to do that either. Will you stop throwing tiles where I don't want them?
Apparently not.
No, apparently not. Nope.
Tabletopia has activated toddler mode.
Apparently.
Where you don't want them.
Apparently. Okay, well, let's do that. Okay, so that introduces chickens to that island. So, action 1, I'm going to move the person and this cattle. Action 2 puts the cattle on the ship. I can't go through here, so I have to go slightly one way round. That's 2, 3, 4 down here. So 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Yeah, so that should get me into a good position to unload my people, well, my animals. Next turn. Dom.
Okay. I don't have the tiles I would like, which is always annoying. But hey ho.
Happens. As we found out in Carcassonne.
Let's start off a new island, which could have been another enemy ship.
Mm-hmm.
So, action 1, we're going to sail over there and have another sea battle as I'm being so successful.
Yep.
Yep, I'm continuing to lay waste to enemy ships.
There's only 8 more left in the bag, and the one that's out. So that suggests that probably someone's going to die soon.
Yes. Actions 2 and 3, I'm going to use to build an outpost on this island.
Nice.
And then action 4, I'm going to sail over in this general direction.
Okay.
And that's the end of my turn, if I can pick up the tile rather than just shuffling my own hand around for no reason.
Okay. That has too much greenery to connect up neatly. So let's create an island. No, that doesn't work. Now, stop doing it. That has too much greenery in order to do that thing. So I could put it there. Yeah, I feel like I'm safe enough for the moment. Your ship is far enough away that it's not a problem. I can't place it there. Curse you, ergonomics. Can I place this one here? Nope. Finagle.
You sounded like you really wish you knew some Viking swear words.
Do you know, I often do in my day-to-day life. It makes things so much more polite and easier. Can I? No. I'll stay in my hand.
If any of our viewers happen to be experts in Viking literature, please tell us if there are any Viking insults that are good and that we're missing out on.
Yeah, I know, right? Okay, I am going to just have to make do with creating a... Stop putting that out there. That's my fault this time. Let's just do this. There you go. I've created a settlement with more pigs. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and then action 4 is unload my cattle and my goat.
Nice.
So I've got some good points set up for the future. I'm going to draw a card. Draw a tile. Okay.
Let's pop that down there. Yes, another enemy ship.
Jeez.
So yeah, I think I will sail 1, 2, 3.
That's a good
full no, which doesn't bode well.
That's a good omen. Yay! Dead Viking.
Dead Viking.
That's the thing that you do want your Vikings to die. You just don't want them to die too quickly.
Yeah, and action 4, I'm going to get my remaining Viking off the ship.
Alright. My turn then. I'm going to introduce some more animals to this island, which I think those are more pigs.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put more pigs onto this pig island. So we have 2 pigs. And then this guy's going to come on board. Here you go. That's action 1, 2, 3, and 4. Sail up here, where we're going to try and find chickens and goats. And that is the end of my turn. And I draw up.
I suspect I'm not going to finish this island, but I'll keep putting this on anyway. People are.
Why not?
So, another settlement. A weak and feeble one. Only takes 2 warriors to capture.
Which you could probably clear off today, this round, couldn't you? You could clear off both of those, probably.
So, action 1, gonna move 2 warriors there.
Yep.
Action 2, move a 3rd one over and conquer that.
Yep.
And then, yeah, action 3, gonna send more, 2 more and conquer that one.
Nice.
And that will be the end of my turn.
Okay, I'm going to place this.
4 actions, didn't I? Hang on. Let me
You did 3 actions. I'll flip this one face down for the moment.
Yeah, I need to do a 4th one.
Because you did, yeah, you did move 2, move 1, move 2. So you've got a final. You've got a 3rd action.
I'll move the guy back towards the ship.
Okay. All right. So my place is this tile goes here. I'm going to get another token there. My Vikings are going to go up here. Reveal this tile. It is a dead Viking. So I lose one of my Vikings on that ship, which is not ideal. But it's not the end of the world, because I could only take... I'm just going to line flat down there, dead Viking. Because I could only take one more on here anyway. I'm going to pop this Viking here. That is action 2. Action 3, get the goat. Action 4, bring it back here. That is the end of my turn. Presumably when I load animals onto the ship, if I, as an action, is it only loading one animal, or can I load up all animals? So if I was...
You can load all animals.
Okay. Obviously, maximum of 2, because you need to have yourself.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
Okay.
I'll just double check, because apparently I have the printed rules right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, any number of Vikings or livestock.
Cool. Can board a ship. It's good to know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I suppose I'll play a tile.
I need a very specific tile to come up to fill this spot here, and I don't think that tile exists.
Yeah. Likewise, I'm not going to making this easy.
5. Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to be going for that one.
No.
Okay. Well then.
I like this. I like that in the physical game you do have those the ships that you can actually put the meeples into.
2, 3, 4. There we go. Just save that game. Check on some more crew.
Nice. Alright, I'm going to place this here, and that gets an enemy ship as well. Then I'm going to go Viking 1, move the chicken back for action 2, load the chicken, then the goat onto my ship for 3, and then we're going to sail away with my vicious attack chickens away from the destroyed ruins of the enemy ships. Cool. Alright.
Yep. For your tile.
Maybe.
It's not optional.
Everything is optional.
Right. Play my tile, which does actually fit neatly in the gap this time, if I can choose to go there. Yay!
Ooh.
And it has a settlement. How tough is this one?
It's a
Only
3. Just need to swan over there a little bit, don't you?
So, action 1, action 2, action 3, action 4. I suspect those villagers are getting a rather ominous fear.
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I'm going to place this island up here, which puts another... No, that's a tile from my hand. That doesn't go on there. Evil enemy ship. Okay, action 1. I'm actually going to move these 2 Vikings down here onto this tile. Then I'm going to go 1, no, 2, 3, and 4. Now, I don't unload them this turn because I've used up all my actions, but the strategy behind that is that next turn I unload those guys, and then I go 1, 2, load them onto the ship, and then I can attack this area here.
Have a battle, yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I feel like this is the sort of game where you can very easily talk about the strategy that you're doing, because it doesn't make any difference whatsoever.
Yeah, especially at the minute, because with it being a two-player game, we've sort of gone off on different sides of the board. We're not really interfering with each other.
No.
Normally I play this with my family, so it's 4 of us, and yeah, it's a bit more
Vicious.
combative. Yeah, it's quite common for someone to swoop in and steal animals out from under your nose and things like that. Anyway, I shall carry on with my turn.
Uh-huh.
I think this piece fits in. Yeah, yes, it does. Huzzah. I'm not sure if it's the best one to play, because it just looks nice. Oh, and it's got a settlement on it. Let's see how tough that settlement is. There are some tough people over there.
Yeah. They've had Vikings coming before, and they don't like them. Alright, ominous feeling time.
1 to go to there. Action 2, gonna hop off and conquer that. Action 3, hop back on the ship. And then action 4, gonna unload a couple onto this island.
Okay. Yeah, I see what you're trying to do there. Nice. Alright, my turn.
Once I've drawn my tile, yeah.
Okay, I am going to place this tile here, which I think introduces some sheep.
I don't think that's a legal placement.
Is it not? Why not? Oh, you're right. You're right. Yes, you're right. Damn. It needs to be like that. Yeah, you're right. Can I place either the... Nope. Okay. Nope, can't place that either.
Well, my meeples has gone astray. I'm just going to put it back where it's meant to be.
Oh, weird. Alright, in which case I'll do this. So that is a legal play. And introduces some horses. So, action 1, I'm going to unload my goat and my chicken. I'll tidy that up in a minute. Action 2, I'm going to move this guy over here. And then push the horse to this tile for action 3. That's odd on the snap points. In fact, actually, no. Let's not be stupid about it. Let's put the horse here. And then the ship's going to come up here, action 4. There!
Oh no, run overboard!
So that's my 4 actions. So I won't be getting that horsey this time. Okay, I am done.
Yeah. I'm just mentally trying to rotate a hex in my head to work out.
You can drag it out in your hand and then rotate it before you place it, which is what I was doing. I don't think it reveals.
Okay, so it does reveal it's not going to go where I want it to. Well, that's okay. I wasn't sure it was the best placement anyway.
No.
Okay. Well, what shall we do? Okay. I am actually going to move your houses out of the way, your outposts, because I'm going to build over in this area.
Yeah, that's fine.
So yeah. There we go.
Sheeps. Okay. And then action time.
Yes. So actions 1 and 2 are going to build a little outpost. Action 3. Oh, do I go and pick up the sheep? Or do I do something else? Yeah, action 3, go there. Action 4, go there. May as well go and
Whoops. Ah! Hold on. There we go. Move your ship. There you go. Place it down.
Aha. Yes.
There we go. Alright. Although it does have your settlement in the middle of the island for some reason. Middle of the sea.
It should be. Oh, in the middle of the island, yes. In the middle of the sea, no.
Alright, my turn. Now, do I load the horse and just get the horse points now? After I've placed my tile down. I am going to place a small island colony of chickens. Those ancient Nordic chickens. I'm going to load the horse and the Viking for action 1. I'll sort that guy out in a minute. Action 2 is move the ship. Action 3 is unload the horse. There you go. Get back on. Action 4, sail off into the great blue yonder. Oops. Bless you. So this is good, chat. I'm scoring 10. I'm scoring 11 points for my livestock at the moment because I have a group of 5 and another 1. Okay.
That was your actions, wasn't it?
That was, yes.
My go. It's not going to be the most useful thing in the world, but let's pop some piggies down.
Sure. Why not?
Okay. Let's go. 1. Oh, hang on, need to put it on the board, don't I? So, 1 to move, 2 to hop off, 3 to hop back on with Kig, 4 to go sailing off again.
Okay, you didn't want to take the sheep as well.
The sheep's on a different tile.
No, but you could. I expect you could have moved across and then pushed the sheep on instead of moving off with the pigs. You could have loaded.
Could have done, but that's not how I've played it. So
Okay, that's. I mean, you have the opportunity to do that if you wanted to. You just be.
it's fine.
All right. All right. My tile action happens to be exactly what I wanted, so I'm going to place that there. Oh damn! No. Oh. Oh no. Curse you!
The main
Sorry.
theme of this game is curse gets the tiles being the wrong one.
Right? Okay, can I place this here? No. Can I place this here? No. Can I murder things? Possibly, I'm a Viking.
I mean, there's some people that need murdering on that big island where I am.
Yeah, but I don't care about them. They've been peaceful to me. They've traded. They give me spices every so often. They're nice. I need to create some more islands. Okay, fine. I will expand the archipelago over here by putting an island of those are goats, I believe.
Zooming in.
They are goats.
They are goats. Yes.
We have Goat Island. Okay. So I'm going to go 1, 2. Probably going to lose a Viking. Nope. Ooh, no. Okay. That works out, actually. So that's 2. 3 is unload them. And 4 is move this Viking over here to where that pig is.
Yep.
That is my turn. I draw up. Will this tile be the one I need? No. Very much no. Oh well, never mind. I'm not sure there is a tile that exists that's going to fill this particular hole.
I'm not convinced there is either, but we shall say.
We shall find out. Knowing how these games usually go between us, it will be one of us gets it, and the just at the point that it doesn't help the other person.
I found some horses, so let's go. Action 1, 2, 3 to hop off.
Oh, sorry. Would you mind? Oh, there you go.
With the horses.
It would rotate it out of place and then snap back into where it's supposed to be, which is quite nice. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to build a settlement. The goats have become sentient, and they now are creating their own habitats.
How tough are these goats?
2.
Very.
Not very. I could deal with that with my 2 Vikings that are over here. But I'm going to spend 2 actions. I'm going to put an outpost on this island. I'm going to put it there. Because at the very worst case, if I do manage to seal this island, then this will become my second largest, and it will earn me points. My next action is I'm going to move over here. I'm going to take the pig, and I'm going to move the pig over here. That is my turn. As I draw up.
So yeah, for controlling islands at the end of the game and victory points, a Viking on an island is worth 1 influence.
Yep.
An outpost on an island is worth 2 influence.
Yes.
Okay, ooh, that would be neat if it fits. That makes me doubtful that it will. Yeah, of course it won't. Okay, what's time for stuff? You're not helpful.
I try not to be.
I was actually talking to this hard for once.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, it does sometimes get to like this towards the end of the game. You sort of run out of useful places to put the tiles.
Yeah, I can imagine it can get a little frustrating.
Okay, I may just have to put a pointless island somewhere.
I haven't got many tiles left. There are 7 tiles left in the stack, so we're going to draw 3 more each. So each have another, after Dom's taken his turn, another 6 turns.
There we go. Pointless piggy island. The last pigs can go over there and probably just live in peace.
Fair enough.
Oh. Oh gosh. Okay. I've just got a bad collections thing and...
The pigs are... There we go.
Okay. Before I start trying to mess with things, can you see a random face down tile on the board?
No.
Okay. How about a random face up tile next to the main stack?
No, I just see the main stack face down.
Okay, I'm going to try going out and coming back in then.
Fair enough. I like this. I am very seriously warming to Shem Phillips games. These are the ones we've played so far. I've really enjoyed. We just need to try Viscounts of the West Kingdom. Is the next one in that series. That looks like a heavier game, but I'm not sure whether it is or not. And then we have, what is it for this one? Raiders of the North Sea, and whatever the first one is.
Shipwrights of the North Sea.
Shipwrights. I've heard Shipwrights isn't as good. Of the 3.
Okay, well that's fixed something. Ah, there we go.
But I don't know. And I, sort of finishing my tangent. I think Shipwrights is the only one that isn't available digitally at the moment. But Paladins of the West Kingdom, Architects and Viscounts all are. And Raiders is on Tabletopia as well. Which is good to know. And then we have the next 3 games coming out over the next 3 years or so, which should be good. They South Tigris, I think. You have placed a tile. It is your action phase.
Yeah. Just saying about upcoming games.
Yes.
Sort of thing on Reddit today. Apparently, there's a new co-op Carcassonne coming out towards the end of the year.
Yeah, I saw that as well. I did think, how? How's that going to work unless it's teams? But even then, you can play regular Carcassonne in teams.
Yeah. Well, it could have some kind of players versus things on tiles element.
I guess. The game I'm looking forward to most coming out is Libertalia, by being redone by Stonemaier.
I was just going to say, That's been out for ages, hasn't it?
The original has, but it's been out of print for a few years. And Stonemaier have picked it up to do a
copy.
Do you?
Yeah.
Why have we never played that? I know it's on Board Game Arena as well, so we can give it a go on there, because I've wanted to play that for years.
Oh yeah, it's a good game. It's a fun one.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the new one coming out from Stonemaier, so we'll give it a go, and then I'll see whether or not I want to... I will probably want to get it, to be fair, because I like the artwork on the new one, and I think there's a few things that they've updated.
Okay, be interesting to see.
Yeah, we'll do that as our... We'll make a note of that for our next streams, whenever those will be. We're definitely doing one next Wednesday, by the way, folks. Next Friday we won't, because we're doing our sessions here, and then the following Friday I'm off at AirCon with Laura.
Hang on, I thought you said Session 0 was the 18th.
No, the campaign starts on the 18th.
Oh, right.
Session 0 is on the 4th.
Okay.
So we'll need to get Connor to bring you over to my place.
Yep.
Okay,
I'm sure he'll be willing to do that.
Yeah, he's usually pretty handy with that. Unless he happens to have a job that's over on this side of the of the A45. Anyway,
we'll make arrangements. Anyway, I shall continue with my turn.
Yes.
And rather than worrying about travelling on land, I shall travel on sea and sail.
Sail.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Nice.
And again, be ready to just disembark my animals.
Yep. Okay. So my turn. I'm going to take this tile. I'm going to place it. No. It's when I start things so confidently and then they go wrong immediately. That's the galling part. Okay, fine. Sure. You know what? Let's go there. Because enemy ship. Why not? Okay. All right. Is it worth the pig? Now the pigs are worth a lot of points to me if I get them across. The pigs are worth 7 points at the moment if I get them across, because I complete the set of all the livestock plus I get the next set going. Plus there's 2 points there, so action 1, I'm going to move the pigs across with Viking. I'm then going to take pigs and Viking onto the ship. Action number 2. Action 3, I'm going to go 1. Action 4, 2. That is my turn.
Nice. And yeah, when it starts to go towards the end of the game, you start having to calculate if you have time to get the animals back to the mainland.
Yeah.
Before the tiles run out, which could be quite interesting.
That tile this tile I've just picked up is a real pain. How am I going? Well, actually,
my go.
Yes, it is. No, damn.
There we go. A settlement.
Yay!
With 4 people in it, so they're probably relatively safe for the minute.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, action 1, unload livestock.
Mm-hmm.
Action 2.
9 Plurals the Alpha 86 has arrived. Hey Tom, how are you doing there, buddy?
Action 3.
How are things? Are you feeling better? Nice. Okay, have you drawn?
Yep, I'm done.
Okay. These tiles are incredibly frustrating and don't quite fit to any rational rhyme or reason. So let's create a nice colony of sheep all the way over here. That hasn't quite fallen onto the snap point, so that's right. Not too bad, thanks. Enjoying yourself, says Plurals Alpha 86. Yeah, I'm enjoying myself. I'm enjoying this game. How are you finding it, Dom? Obviously, you own this, so you are. You already know your feelings about this game.
Yes. Although I have to say, the most entertaining point is your screams of rage where you find the tile doesn't quite fit how you want it to.
I do live to entertain. Alright, so I am going to use action 1. I'm going to unload my pigs. So that is scoring me some points of pigs. Then action 3 and 4 gets me back to this little dock here. Now I need to contemplate what my next few moves are going to be. So I'm going to go into evil thinking pose.
Or as the rest of us call it, thinking pose.
Yeah. No, evil. I'm a dungeon master. I have to be. It has to be evil.
All your thinking is evil. That's
Exactly.
Call it thinking pose.
Exactly. It is your turn, sir.
Yes. And like you, I have tiles that aren't being particularly helpful. So I do have some effects, but I'm going to have to shift all your stuff.
That's okay. Yeah. Just pop it over there. I will reset my zooming camera for myself.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. I knew this was a possibility, and it's easy enough to do.
So let's...
How is being back at rehearsals, Tom? How are you finding it after your period without? Who's the other viewer? They haven't been saying much. It's probably me just monitoring the stream, to be fair. More often than not.
Action 1, go to there. Action 2, off to the ship. Please don't try to balance on the sheet, that does not work well.
I would argue a lot of Welsh and New Zealanders would disagree that balancing on sheep whilst jumping off islands is easy.
And then action 3 and 4, I'm going to build an outpost on this island.
Okay, I don't know why it snapped over there, but it's fine, we know where it's supposed to be.
There we go.
Okay.
Is this a useful tile? Maybe?
Oh, that's always reassuring. Okay. Alright, I'm going to place... That's horses. I could place chickens. I'm going to play chickens instead. Let's play that. So I'm going to put this tile here. I get to place chickens. Then my boat's going to pick up this guy. It's going to hop on. I'm going to go 2, 3, and 4. And that is going to end my turn. Tom has said, fair enough, rehearsals are okay. I was rather encouraged to learn that for one of the shows I don't have to learn any libretto. That is good news. I don't know what that means, but it is good news, I assume. I'm sure someone is going to tell me what that means. I assume it's a form of music. Alright, Dom, it is your turn.
Yes. And yeah, this file turns out is useful.
Ah, nice.
Because it fits in neatly there, and it also has cattle on it.
Ooh. You do not have much in the way of cattle.
So action 1 is to re-embark on the ship with the sheep.
Mm-hmm.
Action 2, sail across. Action 3, I'm going to disembark both my Vikings. And action 4, I'm going to have one of them throw the cow onto the ship.
Nice. Tom has informed
there
that...
is reasons for that.
I'm sure. Tom has informed me that libretto is the spoken script between songs. Ah, good to know.
Okay, we have have now exhausted the stack of tiles. It's just what we have in our hands.
Just what we have in our hands, and what we have in our hands is garbage. As it turns out. Okay.
Sorry. I just tried to rearrange my Vikings on that little island. I'm not satisfied with trying to balance on livestock. I didn't decide to try and balance on each other's heads.
That sounds about right. Okay. What can I? Why do I? Well, who is I? Okay. Well, it's not going to make any difference however you slice this, because these pieces just don't want to conform to any sense of rhyme or reason, and I cannot close off the islands. So I'm just going to put some horses, some cattle up over here. So we have a very peaceful animal farm. Alright, action 1. I am going to move my Vikings here. Action 2, they're all going to come off, which means I score this. And actions 3 and 4 are going to be to build an outpost. Oops. Sorry, chat, that's going to make you a bit motion sick. That outpost has balanced on a goat and actually has stuck, which is interesting. That seems right. There we go. Alright. That is the end of my turn.
On to me. How about you? When do you fit? Oh, you'll fit quite nicely. Let's pop you in there. And then ship. Oh, I can't go and conquer the minutes.
Nope. You haven't got any people on your boat.
Yep. Because I'm going to use actions 1 and 2 to build an outpost on this island. Action 3, pop a guy back on the boat. And action 4, go to there.
Now, this is an interesting choice I have. Not in terms of the placement of the tiles, I've given up on that instance. But in terms of getting back. So it's going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 actions to unload any animals. And arguably, I've only got 8 actions left. So there's no point trying to get any more livestock. So what I'm going to do instead, I'm going to load these 2 Vikings onto this ship. I'm going to go, that's 2, 3, stop there. This guy's going to come across 4.
Okay.
And that's the end of my turn. Oh, I forgot to place a tile. Because it makes absolutely no difference whatsoever to anything and anyone. So I'm just going to put that over there with some chickens that are mocking the seagulls for some reason. They are very sassy chickens, or at least one of them is. This one's just pecking away, and then there's one that's just sort of going, "Go away, seagulls!" Alright, it is your turn, my friend.
Yeah. Well, I'll just stick a tile down there. Vaguely pretty. I seem to have now gone so far beyond where it expects us to be playing that I've escaped the snap points.
You've come into what's known as the former play area.
Yeah. Okay. Action 1. Move onto this bit. Action 2. Unload livestock. And actions 3 and 4, I'm going to have my 2 people that are on the big island that's never going to finish build an outpost there anyway. Because then I've built all my outposts, which is probably good for me.
I was gonna say, do you score half points on incomplete islands or not?
No, you don't score any points for controlling the island, but I score points for building out you score points for building outposts, and I score bonus points for each outpost I build. That's my guy's power.
Copy that. Constructed outpost there, yes. So I could build another one. Which, because I could move these two down to here and build it here, but then I can't do anything. I can't do much else. How many points is it worth? Raided settlements, destroyed enemy ships, constructed. It's worth 5 points. I think that's probably worth it, actually. Okay, so I'm going to use action 1. I'm just going to place this. It makes so little difference where I place this. I'm just going to plop it.
Ooh, snacks.
You found some snacks?
Yeah. I was hunting for a pen in a bag for some scoring, and it was a random bag I haven't used for a while, so I found unexpected snacks.
Nice. Yeah, so I've taken my tile action. I've placed a tile up in the top because it makes no difference whatsoever. Action 1, I've moved the 2 Vikings across who have decided to just jump on top of each other. Actions 2 and 3, I'm going to build an outpost here.
Yeah.
Because it's not connected to any of the others. And then action 4, I'm going to sail into this location where there is another ship token to get a point.
Nice.
I'm curious of what this other one was. Ah, that would have been a dead Viking. Damn.
But now I know that I can sail all the way over there. And get a dead Viking. No, I can't.
You can't. Yeah, multiple reasons why you can't. You don't have enough Vikings to sail into it.
Okay.
I mean, the Viking death would have been worth 3 points to me, but never mind.
My turn and final turn of the game.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put a tile down because I technically have to, so we'll have some random goats over there.
Goats and the horses are entertaining themselves. I've put it up there for you.
Thank you. And then my turn's nice and simple. Just action 1 and 2 to sail there, 3 to hop on, and then 4 sail off in search of death.
Hope for death.
So what is it? Is it death? It's death! Hooray!
Damn. That is frustrating.
Okay. So
Alright.
that's the end of the game. So now we need to do some scoring.
Indeed.
And I still have not located the pen, but
It's alright.
I just do it mentally. To be honest, it's not that complicated.
I've got a tablet here. I can just write down some stuff. Let's go for a new sheet. So,
no, I know where a pen is. I always keep one in my coat pocket.
yeah, that's okay. I've got my scribble pad here. So, first things first is livestock. So I have got a set of 6 and a set of 2, which is worth 21 and then 3 for 24 points for my livestock.
Yeah. Are you doing the scoring then?
I am, yes. I've written it down for us.
Okay.
How have you done?
Well, I have a set of 5, which is worth 15.
Mm-hmm.
2, which is worth 5, and then a set of 1. So I have 21.
21. Okay.
Hang on, no, I misread that.
Oh, yeah, it's so you got 15, 3.
15 plus 3 plus 1, so 19.
Okay, 19. Okay. Next up, I'm going to go back over to me. We have constructed outposts. I have constructed 4. I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 outposts. So that scores me 14.
Yeah. Well, so I've built 4, 5 and scored 20.
20. Nice. Then we have destroyed enemy ships. I have 3 of those.
So 3 points.
Mm-hmm.
I've got 5.
Nice. Then we have raided settlements. So I have 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 14 points for that.
Yeah.
And
I have 3,
11.
6, 9, 11 points.
Nice. Then Viking deaths. How many deaths do you have?
I have 2 deaths, so I get 4 points for dead Vikings.
4 points for dead Vikings. I get 1 point for my fewer dead Vikings. Alrighty, let's move that out of the way because it's getting in my way a little bit. Then controlled islands. 1 victory point per tile. So this is where things get interesting. So I have 2 fully controlled islands which are surrounded. So I have 1 over here which is worth 3 points. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I score 8 points for that.
Yeah.
And you have, I
1,
believe.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
15 points. This is going to be quite tight. And then we have our special abilities for our captains. Now mine is, if I control more than one island, my second largest island is scored twice. So that gives me another 3 points.
Yeah. And mine is gaining 1 additional victory point for each outpost I construct. So I've got an additional 5 points.
Okay, so with all that in mind, the scores are going to be calculated at some rate of knots. Let's see, so we have got 28, 14, 38, 41, 55, 56, 59, 67 for me, and you've got 39, 40, 50, 55, 79. So 79 plays 67. You are the winner of this game of Explorers of the Northern. Nicely done.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like that. That's clever.
Yeah, that was interesting playing as a 2-player game as well.
Yeah, we didn't.
It plays quite differently.
It does, because we both went, oh, so you're going off this way, are you? Well, I'm going to go this way, and we just sort of ignored each other. There could have been a lot more screwing each other over if we'd been so inclined, but no, excellent.
There tends to be in the multiplayer games. But also, I was thinking, I rejected that guy that gave me extra victory points for getting pairs of livestock.
And you've got actually quite a few bears.
Yeah, because I didn't realise, oh yeah, fewer players means there's fewer people competing for it, so you've got more chances of getting pairs.
Yeah, well, I mean, yours was what, 2 points per pair? I think you did. I think you did okay. I think the only thing is you would have. I think that the guy you got would have scored more points for you, because you wouldn't have focused on putting your outposts out. In which case, you would have scored fewer points for the outpost. Plus, you would have had the bonuses for the outposts. So, all in all,
I'm quite happy with him.
Yeah, I like that. I like my guy, the cartographer. I think he's a good power. So look at some of the other powers whilst we've got the moments.
Yeah, there is an expansion for this as well, which I think is called Rocks of Ruin, which adds a couple more characters and some new things to build as well. Yeah,
there are a few other bits and pieces that are available for it. I did notice there is an expansion. One of the expansions is available as an option to start. So we've got Shield Maiden, who scores an additional victory point for each island you control. The Queen, who gains victory points equal to your influence on any one island you control, minus the number of players in a game. That's potentially very powerful.
Yeah.
You could just load up all your Vikings onto one island at the end of the game, assuming you've got outposts dotted around. Particularly in a 2-player game, that's very strong. The Trader gets 2 victory points for every 3 livestock you've delivered. She has excellent hair. The archer gets a victory point for each tile laying between the mainland and your farthest outpost. That's interesting. Very much encouraging you to just sort of build things as far away as possible. The scout, who we've talked about, and your huntsman. Yeah. 2 victory points for each matching pair of livestock you delivered. So your huntsman would have scored you 4 points for it.
Yeah.
But then again, you may have just focused on going for livestock. So you might have spent a bit more time coming across to me and stealing my livestock. Potentially. Who knows? Who knows? All right. Well, that is that.
Fun game.
Sorry.
Fun game.
Fun game. Yes, I enjoyed that. I like that. Now it's 20 to 10. Normally at this whole point we're looking to...
The remaining ships were dead Viking ones.
Yeah, so that doesn't necessarily help. Normally at this sort of time we do tend to wander off and go about our own thing, but we've got some time. Do you want to do a quick game of something? Or are you wanting to get some rest?
I'm up for a quick game, but I need to take a quick break at the moment, so have a think about what you might want to play, and I shall be back in a couple of minutes.
Okay. I'm going to be alone with the chat, which is always a dangerous proposition. Hi, chat. How are you doing out there? So let's have a scroll through the various things that we are able to do on Tabletopia. Well, it's a quick game at least, because there's all sorts of things on here that are not quick games. Like Quacks of Quedlinburg, we could Wingspan, Quacks of Quedlinburg, we could do. Those would not be quick, but they would be games certainly. I think the crew needs 3 people. All the games you see here generally need a few more people to make them entertaining things. Santorini is an option. Cascadia is an option. Both are a little bit long. Red Cathedral. I enjoyed Red Cathedral when we played that before. We enjoyed it so much we played it twice, but that was not because of technical difficulties at all. No, it wasn't that reason. There's Raiders of the North Sea. So that's a future play, I think. That is sent to the central years of the Viking Age. So this is canonically the Raiders of the North Sea is before the Explorers, which makes sense. So that is a future one to go and have a look at from Garphill Games. I do want to try the Tuscany expansion for viticulture. I think that would be interesting to give a go to, because there's all sorts of different actions that are available in there. Extended board, all sorts of stuff that is available. Yeah. Interesting. Look, something to pick up at some point. It's definitely on the to find list. I think I might want to play it on here before we gave it a go. Magna Vetra is supposedly pretty good. There's all sorts of good games on here at the moment. Biome, Borneo, Trans-Lisbon. Dom is returning.
Have returned.
He has returned. I have been scrolling through trying to find quick games, and the issue with a lot of these games is they're not necessarily the quickest of games. Looking at things like Everdale and Wingspan and Love Letter, they are not fast games. There's Santorini, there's Cascadia, there's all sorts, there's Cartographers, there's Love Letter, and then there's stuff that isn't on Tabletopia. There's stuff that's on Board Game Arena that is usually pretty quick, that we could scroll through with things being a little automated. So, what sort of thing are you in the mood for?
We could do Cartographers. That doesn't take too long.
Sure, let's go with Cartographers. Okay, this is going to be a speedy round of cartographers. I'm not really going to explain it too much. We have played this a few times before.
Yes. If people want to know the rules, they can go and watch our other streams, which are excellent entertainment.
They are indeed. Would you like to play it on the wasteland or the wilderness side?
Don't really mind.
I shall yawn and then try and find a coin of some sort.
Wasteland.
Wasteland? Ready?
Yep, I just rolled my d20 to decide.
That'll do. Alright. And I will send an invite to you. There is Geek Pride. Come and join me in a game. Alright. Starting. I will start now. So, cartographers, we are building a map. We are basing this off of the edicts that come our way and the various terrain that we discover as we go about it. So we shall see how the terrain comes up, what the edicts are, and how monsters may come into effect as the game plays. We have played many games of cartographers over the years, and I say years, last year or so. I enjoy it. It's one of my favourite games. It's probably my most played game of 2021. Because I found the digital version of it on Tabletopia and I played a lot of it. So, thank you, Ross.
It's one of my favourites as well.
Because it's just so simple. And it also really brought me into the genre of roll and writes. I've got a few downstairs that have now come in. I've got Railroad Inc., which is a good little roll and write. I've also picked up recently Rolling Realms, which is another Stonemaier game, which is... A lot of the things on it are based on the other board games. So there's things in there from the castle, between the castles of Madkin and Ludwig. There is viticulture, wingspan, tapestry, all sorts of things get thrown in there, which is really interesting. Alright, let's have a look at our edicts. We have Tree Tower, 1 reputation star for each forest space surrounded by the 4 sides, surrounded by all 4 sides by filled spaces or the edge of the map. The shoreside expanse, getting 3 stars for each cluster of farm spaces not adjacent to water or the edge of the board. And then similarly, you get 3 points for every cluster of water spaces that is not adjacent to a farm space or the edge of the map. And a cluster can be 1 square only. Shield Gate, 2 reputation stars for each village space in the 2nd largest cluster of village spaces. And then Borderlands, getting 6 stars for each completed row or column of filled spaces. And for the purposes of this, filled spaces does include the chasm in the middle of our board. So I'm just going to set a couple of cameras here to make life a little easier. But actually I could just leave it at this, couldn't I? Alright, with that in mind, let's just go. And if you want to play along at home, by all means, pull up Tabletopia or a copy of the map if you'd like. Hit pause. And then restart it, and then we'll go from there. So first up, we have the homesteads. Oops.
Going off the different strategies straight away.
Yeah, always a good sign. Indeed. I don't want to place it there, I don't want to do something else. Let's put it there, I think. Oh no, let's put it there. There seems better. Okay. Alright. Time, that is 2. A Kobold Onslaught. That's a good start. Time to introduce some monsters to each other's realms. I'm going to go there, I think. Oh, you swine. Okay.
Actually, I'm going to move those.
Okay.
That seems more inconvenient.
Yeah, that's fair. All right.
Oh, that's no go, is it? So I want it to be fair. I want it to be highly unfair.
All right. Forgotten Forest. I think I know what I'm going to do here. Let's go boop and boop. And take the coin option.
I will also take coin option.
Okay. All right. A great river.
Oh, nice.
I don't want to place it there, but I will take the. I'll take the coin. Riftland, so we can play anything, anywhere. All right.
Now that's an interesting one.
Let's pop that there then, I think. Interesting. All right. We are at 3 for this round, and we have the farmland. Huh. Okay. Let's pop that there, shall we? Let's get another coin. Getting yourself 2 coins.
Yeah. I was thinking, is it worth? Should I block off the monster, but then getting the extra coin offsets the monster?
In the long term, yeah. All right.
I'm sure I'll have other opportunities to close off that monster.
All right.
Like so.
Like indeed.
Again, do I want to?
There's an argument that going for the forest spaces early on is good, but on the other hand, getting a big old shield gate city out, it's pretty handy.
Yeah. Yeah. Shield gate is the way to go. And use it to seal off the monster, I think. Yes.
Almost. There's 1 square left.
Yeah.
Okay, we are up to 6. Are you happy there?
Yep.
Okay. The T, that's actually very handy. Boop. Cool. That's going to be at least 2 points for this. This is the last card of the round.
Yes. Oh, I know where I can put that.
Yep. Thought that was coming. Alrighty, and then we will score. So I'm going to throw these over here and add a new ambush card in. Shuffle it up. Alright, points. So 1 point for each forest space that is completely enclosed. I have 2 of those.
I have a magnificent 1.
Woo! Then for water and farm spaces. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is 12 points for that.
I have 3 of them, so I get 9 points.
And then I get 3 for my coins.
I get 4.
Oh, you're putting it into the second one. Do you want to...
Oh yeah.
It was 13.
Yeah. And then 4 points.
That's better for the lump.
So hang on, 1 point for the thing.
You should be on 14 total there.
Yeah. Yes, my brain. Maybe I shouldn't have agreed to play another game. My brain's obviously shutting down.
It's only a quick one, hopefully. Alright, that is all the monsters. That is the end of spring. Now into the summer, where we are playing B and C are our scoring edicts for this round. We get another treetop village. I'm getting there with it.
That works. For those of you watching at home, you are allowed to flip these as well as just rotate them.
Yes. Ooh, our first ruin space. So cool because they ruin our day. Oh. Well, that's unfortunate.
The rift lands on the ruins.
Yeah.
Quite handy getting out a little cluster of farm or something.
That's true. That's what I've used it for, just to get 3 points. An orchard.
Let's go for that. Oh, no, I don't want to sit against the edge of the map, do I?
Hey, there you go. I was pondering whether to say anything or not on that one.
Yeah.
So glad you spotted it
realised
yourself.
Just in time. Okay. Do.
Okay. Oh, do I want that? That is worth 3 points. Or do I want... Okay, I'll do it like that for now. I say for now. It's the only shot. I can't change it, so... okay.
Marshlands.
Marshlands, so...
A little awkward.
Let's pop that there, I think. That'll get me a coin.
I could put that where it's going to score me points this round, but then I think it will cause problems later on, so I might just go for the trees.
We are at 6 for this season, so we have one more, probably one more card to come out.
Okay, where should I put my trees? There seems like a good spot. Because that's doing shuffle round to.
Nice. Okay, probably last card. Nope, Ruins. Which went into my hand for some reason.
Maybe last card.
No, Forgotten Forest, okay. I'm going to put it there. I think that is beneficial to me. I have only one ruin spot left on my board after placement here. As do you, actually, as it turns out.
I've got 2.
Well, after placement.
Oh, yes. Because I have to put it in the ruins.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sorry about that, I just pulled the headphone jack out.
There we go.
Alright, and then our
Final card.
probably final card, could be a monster. It is the final card. Okay.
Some farmland.
It is indeed some farmland. I'm going to put it up there and finish off. Get another 2 coins for that.
Oh.
Alright. Time to score. I'm going to throw this back into the deck.
6, 9, 12, 15, 18 for shoreside expanse.
6, 7. I scored 21 for shoreside expanse. Then I scored 10. Oh no, I don't score anything for my shield gate.
Because you don't have a second biggest.
I don't have a second biggest city. They are exactly the same size, so I don't get anything from that. But I do get my coins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
12 points.
I scored 28 that round.
I scored 36. I think that may have cost you missing out on that shield gate.
It may have done. You're only ahead by. You scored 8 more that. Oh no, 12. No, 8 more. I was right the first time. 8 more that round. You're only ahead by 5.
Yep.
So let's see how this goes. All right. I'm going to give these another shuffle because I'm not certain I hit shuffle last time. Ruins. Oh goody.
Oh, one space that can go. This land.
Of course. Alright, well, that's spectacularly unhelpful. Let's put it there, because I might be able to get some... Might connect nicely.
Go with that, can't hurt.
Okay. Null Raid! So we've got 5.
I know something first. What's that?
I think that this is weirdly the best place to do it, mostly because it causes a lot of chaos down here. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yep, that sounds about right. Okay, so... Marshlands. More marshlands.
We're not going to be scoring B again, are we?
No, we are not. So let's flip that face down.
Taking the trees, it's a question of where to put them. It's a question of where I can put them.
There we go.
Only one place I can.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Oops.
Oh,
So,
no, I've done it right. Yeah, I was thinking, have I put in a piece up? Yes, I have.
okay, all good.
Yeah.
All right. Homestead. All right, let's go. Let's go for this. I think this is probably as good a bet as any. At the very least, I have created a second largest city. Okay.
Yeah. I'm sorted.
Farmland. Ooh, that's worked out quite nicely.
Yeah, I'm fair with that myself.
Boop. Okay.
See if some monsters and get a point.
That is 5. Okay, the Great River. Okay. Fishing village. Excellent. That has worked out for me. I'm going to put that on there because I think that's more likely to. Well, that's not more likely to come up as equal as likely, but that's more likely to be helpful. Okay. Going finishing up that city. Actually, yeah, might as well put it there. Sure, why not? Okay.
Yep.
All right. Time to score. So my second largest city is only worth 10. It's more than it was last time. And then I have one complete line, which is worth 6. Which is good.
Just when to come like city, I do not yet have a complete row or column. I'm close on the feed, but not quite there.
I've got a net. I've lost 4 for my monsters, but I gained 10 for my coins. So I've got a net gain of 6. So I've got 22 total for this round.
I only lose 3 for my monsters.
Mm-hmm. You get 9 for your coins.
Yep.
So you're on 26
for me.
Pulling ahead.
Yeah, though they all change in the final round of the Borderlands. We'll see how it comes out.
Yeah. All right. The tree tower as well, depending on how well we focused on that one in the background. Forgotten Forest.
Yes, we need to change the season, don't we?
We do. We are in winter. Never mind, winter's coming. Winter's here. All right, I'm going to do that. So that gives me another coin.
It's very handy for me.
Hmm. I had the same thoughts. Alright, that's 1 of 6. The fishing village. Ooh, that is exactly what I wanted. Okay, I'm going to put it here. That gets me at least the row.
Do I put that in there, or do I hold out and put something there?
We have a score of 3 left.
Yeah, points in the hand are better.
Then 2 in the bush.
Than waiting and hoping for guessing more.
Ah.
Oh, a few obviously gaps which are annoying, but hopefully won't cause too many problems.
Flip. Ruins. Now, because we have no ruins cards left, we can place out single points down of any kind. Oh, hang on.
We still get our explore card, don't we? I think.
Yeah, hold on. Oh no, I've only just done it this round. Never mind. Oh wait, did I? I had another row. I had a row as well as a column last round. I've just realised. I should have had an extra 6 points.
Go on then, I believe you.
Because if I undo my turns, it was I put these two in and this row, but I had this row that I hadn't done. I forgot to score for. I did this column, but I forgot to do this row.
Okay. Go on then, give yourself an extra 6 points.
Thank you. All right, so we've got a ruin, so we can place whatever we want down. No, another ruins. Hamlet.
That's annoying.
That is frustrating because you have to place it down. You have to place down whatever the single rather than.
So we won't get the bonus coin.
No, we won't. And I think it has to be Hamlet as well. I think it has to be the red shape rather than green. Rather than it can be anything else. I think so.
I'm sure the rule was that.
Let's double check. We may have house ruled it. Let's see. Very nice, artistic rulebook.
Yeah, if a player cannot, if there are no unfilled ruin spaces.
Any terrain type, yeah. Yeah,
then we can do a green.
Yes, if we so choose.
And why wouldn't you?
Yep, I'm going to put it up there in that nice little spot. Okay, so that is still only a round score of 4.
Maybe the final time. No,
Riftlands.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Okay, I'm going to gamble on that. I think that's going to score. That's a guaranteed line. Oh, you know what? I'm going to put it there because I get at least the row. And if what comes up is what I hope it is, then I'm fine either way. Have you placed?
Yep, I've placed.
Okay. Then the... Ooh, Bugbear!
Ooh.
Now, you can't place the Bugbear on my... Oh, yes, you can. Yeah, you can. I'm
Yes,
talking
I can.
nonsense.
It just helps you, annoyingly.
It does. Well, potentially.
Yeah.
I can place it on yours. So... I'm going to place it in a way that isn't particularly helpful. Yeah, that's fair. Oh, that is 1 square too wide.
Yeah. There we go.
Yep. We've put it in pretty much the same place. Alright. Yes! That is exactly the piece that I wanted to come out.
I mean, it's not the piece I wanted, but...
It's really helpful for you.
So neatly, but I'm actually quite pleased with it.
And this is, of course, going to be all forest.
That is actually quite good for me, actually, now I look at it.
That's, yeah, it was exactly the shape that you needed, and you get 5 points from it.
Yeah.
Plus it fills another row, so it's done all right for you. Do I want to change its position? Because that at the moment, that scored 12. Yeah, no, there's no better placement for it. Okay. That is the end, dear friends, of our round of Cartographers. So we are going to do a quick scoring up. So we are scoring with our columns and rows first. So this will be interesting Borderlands.
Oh, okay, columns and rows first, I think.
I got 8 columns and rows completed. So that is 6 times 8. Just 30... 48. 48 is right.
Oh, that's very impressive. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 rows.
Mm-hmm.
And just the 1 column for 5, so only 30 for me.
Okay. Then we have the tree towers, and this is where it gets interesting, and we're going to go quiet for a few minutes whilst we count. I got 19 for that.
Oh, only 13 for me, up to 43.
Then we have coins. I get 11.
Oh, okay. I'll take you off my monster points, but that's okay. I'll do coins.
No, you can do whichever way you like. 11, so that puts me on 78. And then I lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Great, and then lose the monsters.
I scored 1 point fewer in this round than I did in the previous 3 rounds combined.
Yeah, I think you've got this one.
145.
Impressive.
Thank you.
Yeah, you really nailed it on the...
It's the columns and the rows, yeah.
On the Borderlands, yeah.
Yeah, I would have felt bad if I'd won by like 5 points or something because of the other one, but given that it was a lot more than that, I don't feel quite as bad about it. That, jeez, I was not expecting that to go as well. Huh. Well, that's Cartographers for you.
Yeah.
I got lucky with some of those. So, well done, Dom. Thank you for playing that with me. You got a good score there, 126 on...
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
126 and 145. That is unusually high scores, I have to say.
Yeah.
Particularly for...
Maybe we're getting good at this because we've played it a bit.
Apparently. Alright, that is going to be the end of our stream for today. Dom, thank you very much for joining me in the 2 games there. Well done on your win in Explorers for the North Seas. And thank you for playing with Cartographers. Thank you very much.
Well done on your win there.
Let's see who is up and about doing streaming stuff at the moment. I think I'm going to send us across to Panda Angel, because Panda Angel is doing some Friday fun stuff over there. So let's go and raid over that way. Yes, next week we are going to play a game on Wednesday. We will probably figure out to play another game at some point during the week, maybe Thursday or Tuesday, and I will if not, I will probably do something on my own. If people aren't available, I might find a game to solo, but we will see what happens. Until then, thank you very much everyone for staying with us tonight. Take care of yourselves, have a good weekend, and we will see you very soon. Reminder, there is no game on Friday because we are going to be doing our session 0 off stream. Hopefully around my new table. I don't know. We'll find out if it arrives. And we will go from there. So, take care of yourselves, everyone. Dom, thank you very much. We will see you soon. Good night, everybody. I'm going to end the stream now. Goodbye.